Hey there everybody, it's Thorpian and we're back today to talk about this new garden update that came out that makes everything grow a lot faster, which means that we don't need these giant and kind of annoying farms anymore. We can make them much smaller. How small? Well, follow this guide and you'll be able to fit every single infinite semi-AFK farm in two 5x1 plots. And the only reason we're doing that, we can actually fit it in less, to be completely honest. The only reason we're doing that is because this will make our rows as long as possible. So all you need is this row and this row of plots in order to fit all of the farms, and in fact you'll have some space left over. Now this works at garden level 12. 11? 11. I think it's 11. Anyway, whenever you get 100% crop growth rate increase. Now, if you have a higher garden level, you actually need even less farm, but you just follow along and you'll be able to see it, and you can cut it down if you want. Now, the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get rid of all of these farms that I have here. You can easily fit all of your farms in these two sections. You can actually fit almost all of them in one. As you can see over here, my second 5x1 is barely full, and it's got all of our crops infinitely. Please follow along and you'll be able to build these farms from scratch. Yes, I did get rid of all of my farms for this because I think these are much more efficient, prettier, and it allows me to do every single crop in this 5-row long style, so the rows are longer and it's easier to farm. All right, let's get to it. All right, so the first step in order to fit every single farm into this space is to make sure that you have a preset that is all the way down to bedrock. So you're gonna go into the desk, you're gonna go to configure plots, and you're gonna find the plot that you just cleared to bedrock, and you are going to save it. So we need to save preset, and this preset is gonna be called bedrock. And I'm gonna go ahead and use the bedrock icon because, well, why not? All right, so we're gonna take this completely bedrock plot. We're gonna make sure that we are right on the border of it. So I'm just gonna mark the next plot over, or I'm just gonna go ahead and start building. So you're gonna wanna use your builder's ruler to place the block of your choice, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high on the edge. Now I like just to have a wall to keep my farms contained. Technically you don't need this, but you will need some form of barrier block here later, so you might as well build a wall. All right, so now that we've built our wall, we are going to grab our infinite dirt wand, and we are going to go 1 block in and place dirt like this, space 1, 2, space 1, 2. We're going to do that all the way across. Now you don't strictly have to do this on an end plot. It looks like now that they've limited it to not crossing plot boundaries, but I like to do it on an end plot anyway. And you're going to build 10 of these. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I made an extra, so get rid of that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so then you are going to go over here and you are going to place a line of dirt all the way across like that. All right, and then what you can do is you can actually go ahead and place some form of block there to block it off. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna Prisma pump all the way across here, so into each of these spots, and just make sure that it goes all the way down. Sometimes it won't. Okay, now we've got water all the way down, so we're gonna go into our builder's ruler, we're gonna take out the infinite dirt wand, or put it not first, and we're gonna take our slab of choice and slab across all of these. And now we're going to have to fix this up just to make sure that it will paste appropriately. So we're going to have to open up this last block for each of these and place 1 water. All right, so now that you have got your water, all you have to do is place a dirt block here like this. And then, oops, and then align the dirt across, so make sure that you have your infinite dirt wand, and you're going to place dirt all the way down like this, and then you're going to place trap doors and close them all the way across this dirt and each of these dirts. Now this is going to allow you to maximize the space, so minimize the space that your sugarcane farm takes up, which will allow you to maximize its efficiency. Now, the way that I recommend doing this is that you would just fly or walk across and place this all the way, and then walk back and close them like this. All right, so I've gone ahead and put trapdoors on all of these guys except for this last one because you don't actually need it on that last one. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of the dirt now. All right, and we are ready to plant sugarcane. Now, the new update has made it so that you can actually plant it, and it will plant it when you copy and paste the plot, which makes it a lot easier to do. So we're going to go ahead and plant sugarcane all the way across, and we're done. So that is the sugarcane farm part of this farm. So now we're going to move on to fill in this space with the next part of the farm. Hey everybody, before we continue, I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and also please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you look at this thing on the screen right here, you'll see that almost all of my views are from people who are not subscribed, so it'd really help me out and help YouTube to know that my videos are worth watching if you were to subscribe to my channel, and maybe comment below and say how much you like it. Thanks, back to your regularly scheduled Thorpianing. All right, now if you remember, you made this last block whatever you wanted. I went ahead and replaced it with dark oak planks because, well, I just like consistency. So now you're gonna grab your sand and you're gonna go ahead and place it every, or two, and then space, and then two, and then space, and so on and so forth, all the way down. Make sure you don't run out of sand. Now, in order to use the cactus farm this way, you will need to actually teleport to the start of it, because otherwise you won't be perfectly aligned and you'll get hit by the cactus. There are other ways to build this farm, but this is the most space efficient way, so that's the one I'm going to show you. You can add like an extra block here with a little like barrier half slab to prevent you from coming close to the cactus, and then you don't need to worry about being perfectly aligned. But again, less space efficient, so this is the way I'm going to show you. So you're going to go ahead and do sand all the rest of the way across, and then you're going to fill in what other block you want here. I'm going to use dark oak slabs. You can actually use sand if you so desire, but I prefer to make things look nice-ish. So I'm going to put dark oak slabs all the way across, or not slabs, planks. All right, so that is actually it for the cactus portion of our farm. We don't need anything else. So we're gonna go ahead and plant our cactus. Now, cactus is a little weird because you actually wanna farm it with a smelting knife, so you're probably gonna need to buy cactus off the bazaar. At least I am. Maybe you just have regular cactus lying around. Fortunately, because cactus is so spread out, you're not gonna need too much of it in order to plant your full farm. All right, so that is the cactus portion and the sugarcane portion of the farm. So next what you're going to do is you are going to grab your builder's ruler and you're going to place your infinite dirt wand in there. So you're just going to go ahead and place a dirt here and place your builder's ruler all the way across. Now, if you do not have a builder's wand, then for this next step, you're going to actually place this row here and then builder's ruler across this way. But because I have the builder's wand, I'm going to go ahead and use it to just fill in like this. All right, so in order to do this, we're going to need soul sand. So let's start with the soul sand portion of this. And how we're going to do this is we're going to go one block over, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, space, 1, 2, 3, all the way across. Now, in order to do this, you have to go to the builder and you have to buy lots of soul sand, or if you're a fancy schmancy person, you can actually add the builder to your Abaphone and do it that way. So for the Netherwart portion, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks of 4 each, which is going to give you about 30 blocks in, so about 1/3 of the farm. And then you're going to do the same thing with either Podzol or mycelium. Podzol is much cheaper, so I recommend Podzol. And you can literally do it in exactly the same spots. So, but this time, instead of doing 4, you're going to do 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to do that all the rest of the way across for both the brown and the red mushroom farms. You don't need to build both if you don't want to. You can 100% just build one of them, but we're trying to maximize our use of space and include every single crop, so we're going to build both just for funsies. And for this last one, you're just going to do it right on this wall. So there we go. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of these. Now you can make 6 of them brown, 5 of them red, or the other way around. It doesn't really matter. Either way, you're going to have an infinite farm. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and plant these guys because that is done. We've now got cactus, we've got sugarcane, we've got 2 mushrooms, and we've got netherwort. So next up, we are going to do wheat, potato, and carrot. That's right, all 3 at once. So how are we going to do that? Well, we are gonna grab our builder's ruler, and then we're gonna grab a slab of choice. So you're gonna go right here where the top of the netherwort is. You're gonna place a block, and then you're gonna go ahead and place your slab of choice all the way down across. So we're gonna go ahead and do that slab thing all the way across. The problem is that while the netherwort are the correct number of blocks long, 4 blocks wide, the mushrooms are 5 blocks wide. So we are actually gonna have to count this over and do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way across. Then we're gonna go ahead and place slabs all of the way down. All right, so then we're gonna go ahead and break these guys all the way down. All right, so this now works for carrot, wheat, and potato because you no longer need light sources. You could also do it before as long as you had a day saver or a night saver, but this just makes it a little bit easier. So we're gonna grab our builder's ruler. We're gonna make sure we have an infinite dirt wand. We're gonna go ahead and place blocks like that, and we're going to place dirt all the way down. So 2, 3, 4, and dirt all the way down, and we're gonna do this all the way across. All right, now that we've placed the dirt all the way across, we're gonna break these guys underneath. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and prisma pump from either side, it doesn't matter, on top of the slabs. Now the reason we have to do this is because the farms need hydration. So all the way down. Okay, so we've got water all the way down. Next up, we're gonna grab our hoe of greatest tilling. And this is gonna allow us to till a whole row. So we're just gonna till all the way down. So this is gonna give us a total of 19 squares. Now, obviously, for those of you who can do math at home or in your head or have gotten a calculator out and done it just like that, that means we have 6 of all the crops plus 1 extra. You can do whichever one you want. I'm gonna go ahead and do wheat for my extra. You can also just not build an extra. Really, it doesn't matter. However you want to do it is fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant 6 sets for each crop. And I'm gonna do 7 for wheat because why not? All right, so there we go. We've now planted all of it and we're done with this section of the farm. So in one kind of 5 plot long section, we're gonna have cactus, cane, mushroom, netherwort, wheat, potato, and carrot. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this preset. Okay, so now I'm gonna save preset. I'm gonna call this ultimate one. And I don't know, I think I'm gonna use the diamond because that's the best. Okay, so we saved the preset and now we're gonna go ahead and just easy peasy copy it over into all of these. Now, in order to be able to do this successfully, you will need to have all of these crops in your sacks. You are gonna wanna make sure that your sacks are filled or else you're gonna have to redo this, the printing process, which is very a pain in the butt. All right, so now that we've built that kind of big section, the other thing we have left is cocoa, melon, and pumpkin. Now, that honestly means that we're gonna have a lot of leftover space, so you can really build these however you want. But I'm gonna show you one way to do it that I think is pretty efficient, so you can go ahead and use this. You can use anything else you want. You got a lot of space to work with. And still get everything in 10 plots. So we're gonna go ahead and get another plot to bedrock and go to the edge of the plot and build dirt columns that are 2 high every 3. So dirt column 2 high, space, 2 high, space, and so on all the way across. You can even go up a block if you don't like the look of bedrock. You're going to be looking up anyway, so you won't see it. And then we're going to place jungle wood on top of these, and this is going to be our cocoa farm. So I'm going to grab jungle wood from the bazaar, and I'll put it in my builder's ruler and build. Now this needs to be 3 high. And I'm going to have 10 of these sections, and each of them is going to have 2 rows of cocoa inside. We're going to go ahead and plant the cocoa all the way down our farm. All right, now that's it for the cocoa farm, which means that we've actually got a ton of space over here that we're not using for anything. And honestly, I don't know what to do with it, so I'm just going to leave it for now. Maybe I'll turn it into something later, but we're just going to go ahead and place dirt all the way across. All right, now this is going to be our pumpkin and melon farm. So in order to use up this space, we are gonna then actually put more dirt on top. It's not ideal. You can probably flip-flop these and save a little space. But again, we have so much space left over that it honestly doesn't even matter. All right, so now that we've got our big dirt platform, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 4 blocks across like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a space, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're gonna keep that pattern all the way across. So 8 blocks and then a space, 8 blocks and then a space, so on and so forth. And if you did it right, you're gonna end up with a space and then 1 more square to build a short wall. Then you're gonna grab your Prisma pumps and Prisma pump all the way across and then fix up the water to make sure that it goes all the way across indeed. All right, now that the water is all done, you're gonna go ahead and place a block on top of each of the water sections, like so. And you're gonna take your slab of choice and place it over that. So just like that. And you are also gonna do the exact same thing on the 4th block. So 1, 2, 3, 4 over from each side. Now that is gonna be uneven, so keep that in mind. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4th block like this. And if you did it right on your last one here, you are also going to have a slab. All right, and now that you're done that, you're gonna go ahead and break those dirts. And then you're gonna grab the hoe of greatest tilling and till in the following pattern. So till, space, space, till, till, space, space, till. Till, space, space, till, till, space, space, till, all the way across. All right, so you're gonna have 21 4-row sections all together. So you can do 10 and 10 and leave one blank. You can do 10 and 11, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do 10 and 11. So I'm going to plant 10 of these sections with pumpkin and then 10 of the sections with melon plus that little one at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be melon, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be pumpkin. All right, now I know we've got a lot of extra space here, but honestly, we are good. So we're gonna go ahead and copy this preset, save preset, and we're gonna call it Ultimate 2. Although in reality, it's so small, I don't even know if we should call it something, but we will. We're gonna give it the emerald icon. So now we're gonna go ahead and paste it. Now, unfortunately, because seeds don't go in sacks, you won't actually be able to paste this one with the pumpkin and melon, but it's not too hard to plant, so you'll just have to replant them again. And I'm going to copy all of these all the way across, and that's it for building them, and I'm going to show you how to do all the semi-AFK turns. So now that we're done with the building of the farms, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make the turns. So in order to do that, you're going to have to take 2 blocks off of the end of all of the farms. And there's going to be a few different styles of turns, and I'm just going to model them for you guys here, just to make it as easy as possible. You can also go back to my other build guides to see how to make them more specifically. For all of these, you're going to need to do some kind of turn. The turn is going to be the same for wheat, potato, carrot, netherwort, and cactus. Obviously, the row sizes are going to be a little different. Wheat, potato, carrot are going to have water. But other than that, the principle is exactly the same. So what you're going to do is you're going to get some launch pads now. You can make these or you can buy them. But what you're going to do is you're going to pick your direction you're going. And at the beginning, you're going to put a teleport pad, and at the end you're going to put a teleport pad that's going to launch you back to that original one. Now for the launch pads, you're going to go from your teleport pad across, get launched forward, and you're going to switch it to whatever horizontal strength you need and a vertical strength of 1, so that as you go across, you will be launched in this direction forward like that. So in order to contain yourself, though, after you do that, you're going to need to create some kind of barrier or walking platform. So for all of these, the idea is the same. You're going to want a barrier like this so that you are blocked from going anywhere else except for the direction you want, like that. And then you're just going to switch and go the other way. And when you get to the end, you're going to do the same thing. So barrier, 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 barrier. And you're going to make another launch pad right here. So as you can see, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go across, and then I'm going to go across and get launched forward that way. So exact same idea, except you're going to do it all the way across all 5 plots. And that's going to work again for wheat, potato, carrot, netherwort, and cactus. Mushroom is actually very easy. It's going to be exactly the same as this, but instead of launch pads, you're just going to use teleport pads. So you're going to have a start and an end, and then a start and an end for each row, and you're just going to farm across like that. You are going to have to use a lot of teleport pads, but it's worth it because that's the only way to farm mushrooms super efficiently. And I will have angles and speeds in a comment down below. Now for the pumpkin, melon, and sugarcane farms, you're going to be doing U-turns and farming at a 45 or 135 degree angle. So in order to do that, you're going to need to set up something along these lines. Move like this, so you're going to go back into this row, right, back, and so on and so forth, all the way down. It's a little hard to see here, but you can always come visit my garden and take a look at it. It's just a basic U-turn, very, very easy. For the cocoa farm, it's going to be a series of 2 block turns and 3 block turns, and you're going to need to place these iron doors facing the opposite direction from the way you're traveling for them to be in the right spot. Again, check out my cocoa video for more details. And you're just going to walk down like this and then back like that. And that's it, guys. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye.